Welcome, welcome. Go ahead and tap that subscribe and like on your way in, por favor. You can do that. Don't be shy. Say hi. So we're here just to talk about an epidemic that's going on in this country and all around the world. There's only two kinds of people in this world right now. Either you are a child of God, or you're not. Either you are a child of God, or you are not. It's that simple. Which one are you? Or what category do you fall under? Okay? Another question I have is, what is your interest? Do you care more about money? Or do you care more about human life? That sounds funny. In the past minute and a half, none of them live here. This is not new. They're all playing Pokemon Go. I don't know how to play it, but I'm pretty much well aware of how it works. What do you think the whole Instacart, Grubhub, all that, Uber, and all that other stuff, what do you think it ties into? It ties into domestic terrorism. Terrorizing the own people of this country. If you get knocked off, if you get booted off, please leave it in the comments. I need to know, because this is not a technical issue. This is actually a directed discrimination issue. So if y'all can do me a favor and just leave it in the comments and let me know you got kicked out or booted off or unsubscribed, or you can't get through with the comments or whatnot. Anything that you believe is technical, please leave in the comments. And you can leave anything you want in the comments. I don't mind it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try to get to them. Usually people don't really ask questions here. I think I need more subscribers, and then the questions will come. But don't be shy. And if you are one of my stalkers that are monitoring my phone, I just want to let you know something. If you haven't had the chance to, ask your handlers and ask them, what do they do with all the money that they're receiving? Also, number two, what you need to do is do me a favor and look up the most invested fields that are being poured their money into from investors. It's the medical industry, but guess what the new one's going to be? The prison system. This shit's all going to come to an end. I'm just letting you know that right now. And you really think that the people running this shit are going to take the rap? Nah. Someone's going to have to come and take the rap for it. And guess who's going to be? Yeah. And why do you think they took tons and tons and tons of these ex-cons, threw them on the streets to do this domestic terrorism? So they can fill it up with you guys, all the perpetrators. They have records of you guys breaking the law 24/7. So they'll be back in you go, and the new guys will come fill them up as well. Because you're not one of them. Once you're done with your so-called task, they're going to get rid of you too. Mark my words. And the prison system's going to be a multi-trillionaire industry. And that's where you're going to go. So if you're listening, do your own homework. See if I'm lying. Ask your handlers what they're doing with their money. Ask them what they're investing to. They're not going to tell you. Because the higher-ups are doing this intentionally. They're using their enemies to get rid of their enemies. Remember, Satan, he deceives his own in the end. You think they're going to make you an elite? You think they're going to make you one of the controllers? Is that what you think they're going to do? You think they're going to make you one of the higher ups? You're a dishwasher. You're below a dishwasher. Okay? All the street theater people, you're all going to go into prison. Mark my words. Look it up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You'll see. You're going to see. They have records of all you guys, and you really think they want their word to get out? They're not going to take the rap for you guys. They might tell you that right now. They're not your friends. You think because they buy you, Teslas and pay your rent and give you gift cards and let you break the law, you think that they're your friends? Nah, they're doing it on purpose, intentionally, so they can get records of you. So when the time comes, you're going to get thrown into prison, and they're going to be a multi-trillionaire business. You're going to see. They're not your friends. You're getting rid of your own people. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? All things must come to an end. Remember that. If you don't know what is going on around you, listen, I believe the people that are awake are already awake. The people that are asleep are going to stay asleep. There's no convincing anybody anymore. If you're listening to this, you can't be a lost soul in this type of day and age. You can't be. You have to either be on one side or the other. You can't be lukewarm, because you'll be a lost soul and stay that way forever. Okay? You won't go for this. You can't serve two masters. You know how it goes. You got to make a choice. That's just the way it is. So, like I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, you hear it in the background right now. You hear it in the background right now. That's domestic terrorism. Okay? That's domestic terrorism 101. Okay? Look around you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Is this happening to you? Does this happen to you everywhere you go? Do you get hit on by ambulances and first responders everywhere you go? Do you get your neighbors to have their dogs bark at you 24/7? Do you feel that your phone is being tapped into? Do you see it go dim all of a sudden for no reason? Yeah, that's them. Do you like your privacy? Do you enjoy your privacy? Well, the way it's going and the way it's already here, you have no privacy. None. How would you like it if people film you all day in your face? And I know what your response will be. What you gonna say? You're gonna say, you don't have my permission to record me. You know how dumb and ignorant that sounds? Do you go to Walmart and do you walk into the store and tell Walmart, the whole store, and say, hey, you don't have my permission to record me? That's how stupid you are. I'm sorry to say, but I'm not even sorry. You guys, you just dumb. You plan on dumb. You may not be stupid, you're dumb. Think about it. Are you really that ignorant that everywhere you go, there's cameras? Listen, you think that your phone is just taking a selfie of you? There's more to it. There's way more. It goes so much more deeper than that. Just by me holding the phone, it takes your vital signs, your heartbeat, your blood pressure. You really think that they can't do that? That's exactly what they're doing. Just like cereal, for instance. It's all the box is all colorful. It's got a mascot on it and whatnot, and it's all colorful and like sugary, sweet, and it tastes good, but it's toxic, it's poison. That's exactly what the phone is. Oh look, you can do this, you can do that, you can do and we're like, oh shit, it's dope, and you it's your master, and you stuck, you addicted to it. Now you can't let go, but that's what they wanted. Just like I was telling my dad earlier. I was telling him, we have phones now, but yet nobody keeps in touch. We have phones in the palm of our hand 24/7. Listen. Domestic terrorism. And you think anybody's going to pull them over? No. Nobody's going to pull them over. These fools are hired by those fools. See, there's the dogs. They tap into everything I do. Listen, the street lights, the night light right next to me. I'm out on the porch. The night light right next to me. All that's Wi-Fi, light fidelity. All that shit is transferring data. I don't give a damn if I have no people watching me. I don't give a damn if 2 people or half of a person is watching me. I don't care. This word will get out no matter what. Even if I have to yell at the top of my lungs, on the top of my roof. Why? Because I'm a real one. And people are too scared to be real. People are too scared to speak up. They just want to fit in. I'm not like that. I wasn't born to do this shit. I was born to be me. And that's all I ever will be. I'm not going to try to fit in, try to be cool, try to be like everyone else. I don't give a damn about that. You see it with my subscribers. Look how many little subscribers are. You think I haven't worked for you? I haven't told you shit about who the hell I am. I'm sorry, I don't mean hell. I mean heaven. The heavens who I am. I haven't told you, but they're going to do everything they can to try to block me, try to delay me. They're going to do everything they can. I am who I say I am. Okay? I never once told anybody that I was so on and so forth. They are telling me. History tells me. History, the book of all books, speaks of my life. That's the reason why, listen, technology has not just been around. Listen, I'll give you a quick story. When I was in 6th grade, I wanted a Raiders jacket, right? Because NWA had it and all that stuff. That was cool. I like those jackets. So my mom's bought me a bomber jacket, one of those shiny ones and shit. A Raiders jacket for Christmas, right? It was like, $150. Come Monday, I wanted to wear it to school. I thought it was cool. Match with my sneakers and whatnot. And my mom was, right before I left the house, my mom was like, don't wear that jacket to school. You're going to dirty it. I'm like, no, I'm not. Had a little baby argument. Went to school, right? And there was this dude since kindergarten that I knew. Okay, I don't know to let you know his name was Alex. Okay? He was one of my first agents, gang stalkers. I don't even like that term. Yeah, he was one of them, okay? I didn't know this until, years and years later. But he screwed me over so many times. He set me up so many times, and I still was his friend after. That's how loyal I am. But anyway, back to the story. So he's a short little guy, right? Little Mexican cat, short little dude, super short, like half a midget, shit, like a midget, like borderline midget. So what happened was, him and my other friend named David, he's like, hey, it was time to go recess or whatnot. We're in 6th grade. He's like, hey, man, let's go play basketball. And me being the dumbass I am, I'm like a dog. I know I was a dog in my past life. I was like, yeah, sure. You want to play? Let's play. Come on, let's go play. So I went to go play. I was into sports. He wasn't. He hated basketball. He hated basketball because he knew it was too short to even, shoot the ball in the basket. But me not questioning that, I just thought, okay, someone wants to, give me attention and someone wants to, play, let's do it. I was excited. So they gave me the ball first, of course. I go to do a layup. As I take my last step before I hop, I see this dude's leg stick out. Boom, drops me, dude. Fucked up my jacket. Fucked up my jacket right then and there. How did he know? You think someone went to go tell him that? You think, the 3-letter alphabet group went to go tell him? I highly doubt that, dude. It's either technology, some sort of frequencies was hitting his head and told him to do that, or his spirit and soul was hijacked by evil ones. That's all there is. I think it's more technology. I'm not saying there isn't spirits in evil. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. Just think about that, what I just told you. There's tons and tons and tons. This stories never end. So back to what I was saying. Why is the reason why they're doing this to me? Why did they continue? Even my own cousins, George and Alex, they both left the country. Why? Because they got exposed. Okay? They were also agents. Along with Israel. He's also an agent. So if you see them, don't talk to them. They're agents. They don't give a shit about you, and they're here to corrupt this world along with them. Okay? They're all agents. They're all going to get theirs too. Not from me. I don't even got to touch these fools. The universe works in mysterious ways, and they're going to get mysteried up. Yeah, look at all these cars that are always driving by. Always. Anyway. So, your own family's in on this as well. Why would they do this? All I ever did was give my time, my love, and my energy to these people all my life. And they talked about me because what? Because I was different, because I was motivated, because I was driven, because I was creative, because I was talented. They hated that because they're not. Even though people, shit on me, talk shit about me, I still push, homie. I still push. I'm never going to give up. I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody else. And they hate that shit. But why are they doing this? Why don't they just mind their own business? Why don't they just, like these knuckleheads on the freeway? They spend their weekend, like they're doing right now, riding in circles from my exit to the next exit and back and forth all day, 8-hour shifts. They don't care about them getting no wussy. They don't care about that. They obviously like minds. They love the D, obviously, because they spend their entire time trying to destroy my life and why theirs passes their by. How stupid of a person can you be? I would never, ever accept some dumb shit like that. I'd be like, nope, sorry. I'm going to be too into what I'm doing in my life. I'm trying to be the best I can be. And these mug truckers over here, they don't care about their lives. They threw away their lives to make noise and go in circles all day. What do you think that song Dunce is about? A lot of my songs are about these fools, man. It's not for them. It's the truth. I just can't fathom it. I had to let loose, you know? It's crazy. This world is not what we think it is. You know, is it technology? Is it spiritual? I don't know. But, you know, when it comes to biblical, whatever I told you, I haven't yet told y'all the truth on who I am and what history says I am. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm joking. Maybe this is the reason. Listen, if these mother truckers were doing this all my life, even before my birth, Revelation 12, that shit happened exactly on my life. Everything that you read on Revelation 12 happened to me. Exactly that story, okay? And I'm going to prove to y'all. Go look at my videos. Go look at my shorts. You think that's a joke? You think everything I'm making, I just conjured up somewhere with, or did it through AI to make it look like it's part of? No. This happened to me. Exactly what Revelation 12 happened. It happened to my life before I was born. And there's a dog. They know what I'm doing. Listen, whenever I go, upload my videos or do whatever the case, the dog starts barking. I'm talking about I'm in my house making no noise. They're trying to stop me. Listen, why would they do that? Why would they do this? Why would they do this? Listen to it. They do this every time. Listen, I started talking truth. They only do this when I start speaking the truth. You think if I was talking out of my ass, you think they would be doing this shit to me? You think they would be doing this shit if I was talking nonsense? No, it's because I'm telling the truth. I'm one of the rare motherfuckers on this planet, homie. Period. Test me. I'll show you. I'm going to show y'all. History is not lying. Numbers, numerology, synchronicities, they're all on me. And I'm going to prove to y'all. So hold on to your hats, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to prove to y'all that it's talking about me. You think I want this shit? I don't care about that dumb shit. I never asked for this shit, but history's telling me that I am who I am. Okay? And y'all gonna be sorry. And I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I want to know who I am in this life. I want to know who I am. Not for you, not for them, for me. I know I'm here for a purpose. God created everything for a purpose. Everything has its purpose, even you. But you're too scared to fucking fulfill it. I'm not. And I'm going to fulfill it whether you like it or not. And you're going to see who the fuck I be. I love y'all.